Today's activity is champions and challengers. It's an overhand or underhand throwing activity that we are using with 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade today. And we're throwing for accuracy at a target. We're going to be using a koosh ball. You could use bean bags or other items that you have. And we're using hula hoops as the targets. So you can see how everything's color-coded here. I've got the purple spot with the koosh ball on it, that's purple, and the purple hula hoops, that is a lane. So we'll have a challenger at every hula hoop down here on this side. So one person at every hoop, and they're going to start with the ball. And the champion is going to be across from them at this side of the gym, and we'll have a champion at each hula hoop across from them over here. Now the challengers are trying to challenge the champion and beat them by getting the ball to land in their hula hoop. And if they do, they can go over to the champion side and become a champion. However, if the champion takes the ball and they toss it into the challenger's hoop first, then they stay on the champion's side to play again. When the ball lands in your hula hoop, you have to do 2 things. First thing you have to do is take the ball and return it to the poly spot. That is going to let the next person in line know. As the line starts over here. The next person in line will know that when they see the ball on the spot, that lane is open, and they can leave the line and go take their place, and they can challenge the champion. Now this game goes back and forth until the first person makes it in the hoop. So the challenger may miss the first one, then the champion gets a chance to shoot. If the champion misses, then the challenger gets to go again. So they continue to go until someone makes it in. Sometimes the challenger will make it on the champion's hoop on the very first shot, and if that happens, the challenger goes to become the new champion. The champion will pick the ball up, and they will place it back on the spot, and then they will take a lap around the gym. They go around the cones, and then we'll go around the backside there, and then they'll come back to the line. And when they get over here by the black line, they'll look down this row of spots. If they see a koosh ball on the spot, they know that the lane is open and they can leave the line and go play there. Now, to avoid arguments, I always tell the kids if it bounces in and goes out, it does not count. It must come to rest in the hula hoop. If it lands on the hula hoop, and I'm using a flat hula hoop, so it's pretty easy to tell. I'll show you. If it lands on the hula hoop, then I always tell the kids, if any part of the ball or the beanbag is touching the hoop inside the circle, then it counts. So usually when it lands on the hoop like that, 9 times out of 10, that's good. So they would just have to look at the side and say, oh, yep, it's touching the floor, so that counts. And then we have our winner, right? Now, in order to get the kids to run around the gym, some of them would just want to walk, but sometimes I like to provide an incentive for them after they get out to run around the gym and get back in line so they can play again. Every time a champion wins a game, and this is optional, you don't have to do this part, but every time the champion wins a game, I have them come over here to the banker's box, and either I'll be over here or I'll have a student who has a medical or an injury or something, and they'll earn $1. So for every win they get $1, and they get to keep it. They never lose the $1. If they lose the game, they still keep their money. And at the end of the game, and count up and see, how many people got $5 or more, or $10 or whatever. And another variation that the kids like to play is when they come into the gym, I have them find a partner. And I tell them this is going to be your partner till the end of the day. Now, when class is over, at the end of class, we have the 2 partners add up their total amount of money that they earned together, and then that is their team, like their group's score. And they try to see which partner pair had the most dollars. So it incorporates a little bit of math and adding some, with dollars. And they'll like to change their 5 singles in for a $5 bill, or, a 5 and 5 ones for a 10. They can do that as well. So that is an optional component to the game, but still a lot of fun. I use this activity when I'm assessing a lot. So I'm looking for, stepping with the opposite foot, looking at their arm swing, at their release. I'm not 100% concerned with how many times that they win. I'm just looking for their good form. So while they're playing, this game just runs itself. I can go around and be observing and assessing the kids every time that they're taking a throw, and making sure that they're doing it right, kind of diagnose and direct. If any students are doing it incorrectly, I can help them. So that's how I play champions and challengers.